US, UK, and Germany indices started the week on a slightly flatter note, but I can sense a hint of slight bearishness underlying there. But still, these are markets. So, what to expect from S&P, Nasdaq, and Dow, the DAX, and the UK 100 today? We will see with the help of charts and indicators without any bias on multiple time frames. We'll try to find out what to expect from these markets and how to profit. This is the only channel to give you two updates with detailed analysis and proper reasoning for your take profits and entry prices. Subscribe and press the bell icon. Do like, share, and comment. Join the free Telegram channel for live updates and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Let's start. First, we look into the US markets, followed with the Germany and India and UK. Washington. If you look at S&P, see, after this rise, it has seen this drop here. This was the rise, this is the drop. It has formed lower highs, and if you connect the dots, you can find out a slightly bearish formation is undergoing here. Now, the support zone, as we have mentioned several times, 5680, 5675 have come out to the rescue here on the downside, because below that they are going to remain strong bears towards 5650 and 5600. What has happened? We have seen a recovery, and now it has come down to the resistance zone. It is struggling to break on the downside as well. Let it stay below 5740, 5720 zone. This is going to remain the prime support zone. If this is taken again, you can expect 5700 and 5680 levels. Though the crossover in the moving averages is a good sign for the bulls, but the stochastic has come to oversold, while the crossover here in the MACD is also slight bearish sign here. So there are contradictory indications. While the moving averages have crossed over for the buys, the MACD is crossed over for the sells here. RSI has dropped, and see, MACD is crossing over after a bit of a stronger rise here. Coming to 2 hours, the observation is more or less same. See, bigger wicks are seen here on the upside, and on the downside the support is very strong. Let it stay below 5740, and then possibly we may see a move towards 5720, 5700, and in fact it can breach 5680 as well. Right now the movement is not so strong here on the downside, and anyways the bulls are not present. Stochastic dropping, MACD convergent here, RSI flat, and on the 3 hour we can see on the 3 hour charts a bit of rise, a flat base. Let it break here, and once it breaks here, we can see a down move continuing here, lower highs, lower lows. And while on the upside also, you should see the other side of the picture. Any rise beyond 577072, we should just stay bullish here. This is very clear. Mark my words, beyond 5770 5772, stay bullish for 5785 and 5800. But right now I can see a bit of retracement, though the crossover here is a good bullish sign. The stochastic has dropped, the MACD is trying to converge a bit, RSI comfortable. And on the 4 hour charts, if you on the 4 hour charts, see the double top here, a gap filling exercise is seen. A possibility of a move towards 5720, 5700 cannot be denied here. Yes, it could reverse completely from what the rise we had seen last week. It is slightly overbought though, but it still has some room on the upside. Coming to the daily, now see, on the daily charts, a flat top is seen, gap filling is done. Now it could erase some of the gains from the preceding candle, but look at what has happened in the preceding candle. It has formed a very strong base, taken the support from the 20 period moving average, and thus even if it tries to move on the downside, there are greater supports. Treat S&P as bearish till then. Yes, it is trading with too much of bullishness. Slight retracement cannot be denied, and on the daily charts, the crossover here is also one of the bearish signs which we are looking at. So, considering this, a buying entry now is a bit far at around 5760, but you can initiate a buying entry a bit earlier as well. 5752 itself you can buy. However, you will only get 5756 at the first resistance, 576062 at the second, and if it breaks 5762, you can expect 577072 at the next. If 5772 is taken, then only we should treat S&P as bullish, else chances of a drop exist. And if you see it is staying below 5744 or 5740 levels, you can expect a further drop. A move towards 5730, 5720 levels can be seen, and below which you can expect 5700 and 5680 levels as the next target. Trade accordingly. Let's have a look at Nasdaq. Now see, Tech 100 on the upside getting a very strong resistance at 20060, and it is trying to erase some of the gains. Let it trade below 20,000. which is a significant milestone, and then 19,950, 70, and 19,900. Three key levels for it to break below in order to trade bearish here. If you look at the formation, it is delivering lower highs, and on the downside, it has formed a well here. So it can try to move at least like this. It means a little retracement on the downside towards 19,900 or 19,800 cannot be denied. Right now, I can see a bit of sluggishness on the downside. Let it trade below 20,000 for confirmation of more bearishness. Stochastic has dropped. The MACD crossing over here on the hourly chart, certainly a slight bearish sign, and while the RSI is not suggestive of much bearishness. Coming to 2 hour charts, let it come out of this consolidation zone, let it drop below 20,000 levels, which will be the confirmation of further bearishness. Till 20,000, do not initiate a selling entry. Moving averages have crossed over here, good signs for the bulls. The MACD trying to converge, while the stochastic and RSI not indicative of much bearishness. On the 3 hour, the observation on the 3 hour charts is more or less same. On the upside, definitely a greater resistance is seen. So at least till 45 20,060, we should not be initiating a buying entry here. And then also, even if you're buying 20,000, 120, 130 as the second resistance and 180, 200 as the third. Only and only if it trades about 20,200, we should treat this as bullish here. Stochastic cooling down a bit. MACD is also trying to converge while the RSI is comfortable, and on the 4 hour charts, more or less the observation is same. See, double top is very important, and once it drops below 20,000, you can wait for 19,950, 970 first, and 19,900 the second target level here. Stochastic is certainly overbought while the MACD and RSI is comfortable. Coming to the daily, and before we move on to the daily charts, if you want to learn this art of trading, join my mentorship batch, and if you just want to trade as per the signals, be a part of my signals channel on Telegram. Connect with me, write an email or ping me over Telegram for your queries. And those who had asked me to recommend a broker which offers you a SAF-free account with lowest spreads, no hidden charges, easier transaction, easier withdrawals, global presence, you can find the recommended broker link also in the channel and video description. On the daily chart, see, one important thing is it is slightly given a gap up, and it has filled the gap as well. It is very important for it to trade below 20,000 for confirmation of bearishness. Look at these three candles. A wick on the upside suggests that there is going to remain a greater resistance on the upside, and thus as long as 20,060, 70 zone is not taken, we should not be initiating a buying entry here. And on the downside, see, support levels from the 20 period moving average is very strong, and thus it is very important for the tech 100 to trade below 19,800, which appears to be a distant target as of now. Stochastic rising, MACD has crossed over for sell, RSI comfortable. So looking at this, see, buying entry is very clear at around 20,060, 80 zone, where you can expect 21, 21, 30, and then 2180, 200 will prevail. But only bullishness is above 20,200, where we can aim for 20,400 plus levels in this week itself. On the downside, a selling entry at 20,000 can be taken, below which you can expect 99.79, 50 as the first target zone, 99.20, 900 as the second, and below 99.20, 900 is where the bears are waiting. We can look forward to 19.840, 800 levels as the next target, below which a crash will prevail. Trade accordingly. Let's have a look at Dow. See, US 30 on the hourly charts after the rise here, it is just consolidating it a bit. Let it trade below 42,300, which will be a good support level, below which you can expect 42,250, 200, 150, 100. Till 42,100, we have tremendous support here for US 30. Any drop below 42,100 is a sign of bearishness here. If you look at the formation after trading bearish, it has shown this breakout here, but on a larger time frame, you can see it is still delivering lower highs and lower lows here. I have mentioned several times why 42, 350, 400 is a critical resistance here. Now it is very important for it to break beyond 42, 400 in order to confirm a breakout. Moving averages have crossed over, and these are trading bullish, while the stochastic has come to oversold levels, but the MACD is now at the peak. So a crossover here can lead to further bearishness. RSI not signaling much significance here. It is almost staying flat, and on the 2 hour charts, likewise, see a double bottom here. Wait for it to break below 42,300, 42,250 levels, which will confirm a further down move here. The crossover here in the moving average is significant. This is a slight bullish sign, while the stochastic and MACD are at peak and trying to drop. On the 3, the observation is same, only thing is the diminishing bullishness, but yes, it is also formed a swing, so lower highs, and can, once it drops below 42,300, more bearishness may prevail here. Be watchful of this. Stochastic, MACD, RSI all are cooling down. Coming to the on the 4 hour charts, similar observation here. See, flat top, first bearish candle. Second one could take the prices little down, which means a move towards 42 250 270 can be seen, and in fact 42 200 is possible. Yes, it could erase some of the gains. Now see, it has formed a very good support here at 42, 41 950 900 zone, which is going to remain prime support. And if you look at the move here, see the little bump and then the drop, then the second bump could lead to second drop, and higher lows means higher highs. So a move towards 42,000 can be expected very soon. Stochastic overbought, MACD rising, RSI flat. So looking at very simple, buy at 42 400 where you can expect 42 460, 42 520 and 42 650 levels as the next target. Beyond this, sky is the limit. On the downside, a selling entry at 42 300, but you have to be very cautious for 41 260 240 first, 41 200, 42 260 240 first, and 42 200 the second. If it drops below 42 200, the bearishness will increase, and then the chances will be high that we may see a movement close to 42,000 levels here. Trade accordingly. Now let's have a look at Germany. See DAX on the hourly charts, you can see a very good support coming in here, and the resistance is also intact at 19,200. And if you look at these two candles, lower lows are seen. So once you see it is staying below 19 160 140 zone is where more bearishness will be seen. So it is very important for the DAX to break below 19 160 140 zone. In fact, you can sell here at 19 170 itself, but you have to be very cautious as long as it respects 19 160 140, below which you can expect slight bearishness. The crossover here in the moving average though is a slight bullish sign, but the stochastic is dropping, and the MACD crossover here is a good sign that we can see a little retracement or the bears can be expected here. On the 2 hour chart, similar observation. Let it stay below 19 170, which will be a confirmation of further bearishness, and then 19 140 160 is going to be first support zone, 19 100 19080 the second support zone. If it breaks below this, just stay short for 19,000. Stochastic drop, MACD is in green, trying to converge RSI flat here. While on the 3 hour chart, see, it is important to note that on the 3 hour charts we are seeing higher lows here. So once it breaks this, it is definitely going to bring tremendous bearish move here, which can in fact take it below 19,100 very soon. Stochastic dropping, MACD is in green, RSI not indicating much, it is almost staying flat. And on the 4 hour, it is equally important for it to break this zone here, and then we can see more bearishness. So yes, you can sell here at 19,170, but wait for 19,160 140 and 19,100. These three levels are going to remain the prime zone today. If you look at the move here, you can just connect this dot, you can see this channel here. Lower lows means 18,900 should be there very soon. Stochastic overbought, MACD rising, RSI flat, and on the day the observation is more or less same. On the buy side, it is important to note that we will recommend a buy only above 19 to 40 levels, above which you can expect slight bullishness here, else the chances of bearishness to prevail exist strong. Stochastic rising, MACD crossing over for sell, and RSI flat. So looking at this, very simple, sell at 19,170, be careful at 19,140 160 zone, 19,100 080 the next target, and below that 19,000 will appear. While on the upside, a buying entry at 19,220 240 levels can be seen, and if it trades, we can expect 19,280 and 300. Beyond 19,300, sky is the limit towards 19,400 levels very soon. I do not see such a bullishness prevailing today, but these are markets. Trade accordingly. Let's have a look at US UK. So UK 100 again, 8320 8340 zone. We know that it is a critical milestone for it to break beyond, and now today 8320 itself is going to remain critical for it to break past. By any move beyond 8320 8325 is an opportunity for us to buy, but I do not see that happening. While on the downside, if you see it is staying below 8300 and 8295 zone, stay short for 8280 8270 zone, and any drop below 8280 8270 zone is a clear sign of a down move, which is going to take it towards 8240 8220 levels. Stochastic has come towards bottom, MACD is crossing over for sell, RSI flat. On the 2 hour chart, similar observation. See, look at these two candles here, coming off from the top here, and this top is important as you can see a greater resistance in between 8320 8340 zone. So now it is willing to give a breakout below 8300 8295 is where bearishness will prevail, below 828 is where more bearishness will prevail. Stochastic dropping sharp, MACD trying to converge, RSI just staying flat, not indicating much here. While on the 3-hour chart, see it's staying in the box, let it come out of the box. That will confirm up or down move here. I think the up move is done, and possibly it could keep moving towards downside. Now possibly 8250, 8240 should be there soon. Stochastic dropping here, MACD is in green trying to converge, RSI staying flat. And on the 4-hour charts, let it drop below 8300, 8295 and then 8280. That will confirm the further down move towards 8250, 40 zone. Stochastic overbought, MACD is still rising, RSI flat. And on the daily chart, important to note that on the daily charts also, these lines are, you can say, answering to all your questions. You can see a very great hurdle here for FTSE 100 on the upside. Now what has happened, you should notice, this is how it has been trading, the rise, the retracement, the rise, it has got its resistance intact. So now only way left is to go downside. Let's see if it starts moving down today or there is further possibility of a rise, because see, flattening here and the room on the upside is too much. So we have to wait at the current levels. It is not signaling much here. So looking at this, I will recommend you to buy here at 8320.25 levels today. Expected to keep moving towards 8335.40. Any move beyond 8335.40 is a sign of bullishness towards 8360, 8385 and 8400. Chances of which appears to be very less. While on the downside, you can sell here at 8300, 8295 levels. Expected to move towards 8280, 8270, the first target levels, 8240, 8245, the second, and any drop below which you can say the bears are here, and we can look forward to a crash towards 8200 and lower levels. Trade accordingly, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you. See you again before the US session. Join the free Telegram channel for live updates and join the channel membership here on YouTube to support the effort. Thank you. Have a great profitable trading day.